We are drowning in financial advice. Open up your phone and you will find 1,000 different voices telling you exactly what to do with your paycheck, until the noise becomes completely paralyzing. Financial literacy is not a talent people are born with. Every self-made millionaire or hedge fund manager had to learn how to manage risk and income somewhere. And for most, that education began with a single foundational book. But here is the problem. If you go out and read the 10 most popular finance books back to back, you will probably end up doing nothing at all. Their core philosophies fiercely contradict each other. One best-selling author will demand you cut every expense and save every penny, while another calls that exact strategy a trap, telling you to ignore frugality and take risks to scale a business. We are going to fix that. Instead of leaving you to guess which advice applies to your life, we are going to sort these 10 legendary books into specific, strategic frameworks. Achieving financial independence isn't about reading more books. It is about identifying the specific bottleneck in your life and choosing the doctrine engineered to solve it. To map our library, we'll plot these books from philosophical to tactical horizontally and conservative to aggressive vertically. We start in the philosophical conservative corner with The Mindset Calibrators, Rich Dad Poor Dad, The Psychology of Money, and Think and Grow Rich. Kiyosaki argues that most people stay broke because they mislabel their purchases. He draws a strict line. An asset puts money into your pocket, and a liability takes money out. Under his definition, a house you live in or a new car is a liability draining your cash flow. Morgan Housel takes this internal focus further. He shows why high IQ professionals make terrible investments. His point is that wealth is driven by your behavior and personal history, not your ability to solve a math formula. Napoleon Hill laid the historical groundwork for this approach nearly a century ago, arguing that wealth begins as an internal decision before it ever manifests in a bank account. Here is the trade-off. These books can fix your self-sabotaging behavior, but they provide no mechanical steps for what to do with your next paycheck. If you want concrete instructions instead of philosophy, and you have no desire to make money management your full-time hobby, we move to our next group. These are the passive optimizers, dropping into the tactical and conservative quadrant. I will teach you to be rich and the simple path to wealth. Ramit Sethi's system bypasses willpower. You front-load your effort to build automated financial systems, routing your money into savings and investments behind the scenes so you don't have to think about it. J.L. Collins gives you the specific math to run those automated accounts. His doctrine is simple: carry zero debt, buy low-cost index funds consistently, and let the broader market do the heavy lifting over time. This is a mathematically proven, low-stress route to security, but it requires decades of steady employment and immense patience to see the results. For those willing to make radical lifestyle sacrifices to escape the 9-to-5 grind entirely, we look to a different mindset. We call these the FIRE philosophers, driving the financial independence, retire early movement, the millionaire next door, and your money or your life. Vicki Robin reframes the math of spending entirely. Every dollar you spend represents a portion of your finite time on Earth that you traded away to earn it. This destroys the illusion of status. Thomas Stanley's research proves that actual millionaires prioritize high savings rates over luxury. They buy used cars and live in modest homes so they can own their time instead of owning things. The trade-off is clear. You can buy back your decades and retire early, but real wealth under this doctrine looks like strict restraint, not glamour. If extreme frugality sounds like a miserable way to live, we cross to the opposite end of the spectrum for readers rejecting the slow path. We land in the tactical and aggressive quadrant, with the aggressive technicians, the millionaire fast lane, and the intelligent investor. M.J. DeMarco argues that relying on a salary and modest savings is a mistake that locks you into a lifetime of labor. He advocates for building scalable business systems that generate income independent of your personal time. Benjamin Graham applies a similarly aggressive approach toward the active stock market. Instead of trusting index funds, he teaches the fundamentals of value investing, analyzing balance sheets to exploit the irrational swings of the market. This technical approach is the exact doctrine Warren Buffett considers required reading for any serious investor. This is a high-stakes, ruthless environment. This path offers the chance to generate significant capital quickly through scalable systems rather than a 40-year career. However, it guarantees high stress, exposes you to total failure, and demands a massive upfront time investment. There is one major blind spot that every chart misses. the awkward human friction of money. This is where Erin Lowry's Broke Millennial steps in, serving as a guide for navigating social realities. She tackles the conversations that actually trip people up, revealing debt to a partner, splitting bills fairly with friends, or negotiating salary without anxiety. Even the best spreadsheets will fail if you lack the tools to handle the emotional and social realities of money. You do not need to read all 10 of these books. The first one you finish will dictate the lens through which you view with every financial decision for the rest of your life. To find your starting point, we have matched your current life stage to 3 distinct profiles: the beginner, the optimizer, and the builder. If trapped by bad habits or social pressure, fix the behavior first. You are the beginner. Start with The Psychology of Money or Broke Millennial. If you want wealth to build quietly in the background without constantly managing it, choose automation. You are the optimizer. Your starting point is I Will Teach You to Be Rich, or The Simple Path to Wealth. If you demand aggressive scale and refuse decades of corporate work, reject frugality and build systems. You are the builder. Pick up The Millionaire Fastlane. Identify your biggest financial hurdle in the comments below and declare which of these 3 paths you are choosing to break it today.